Hi, Joe here, and today I'm talking about positive affirmations. What are positive affirmations and how you can use them with your work on improving your money mindset, or indeed any other area of mindset work you're doing. It's not just in relation to money, although, of course, money is my main topic of conversation, and it's the work that I do with clients, but you can use them in other areas. Now, you have probably seen positive affirmations across social media. They're on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and do you know what? Some of them sometimes can seem a little cheesy. If you read them and you think, oh, not now, that's not true for me, but there's a good indication there that there's some mindset work that you should be doing. Having said all that, did you know that actually positive affirmations, they are powerful tools? They are not just memes on social media, they are powerful tools for change. But let me be clear though, using affirmations is not what mindset work is about in its entirety. Mindset work covers a whole host of things. It's about your beliefs, good ones as well as limiting ones. It's about your behaviors, your strategies, your habits. A whole host of things make up mindset work. Affirmations are just one of the tools that you can use to help. Now, they're a tool I like to use. I use them often with clients and I use them daily myself in relation to wealth affirmations. So, what are they? What are positive affirmations and how do they work? Well, simply put, affirmations are anything that you say or you think. They make up a large part of our mind talk, our self talk that everyone has running in their heads all of the time. We all use affirmations, whether we are aware of it or not, and we don't tend to use them at a conscious level, which is why we are not aware of them. They're going on in our unconscious mind. But because we're not aware of them, this allows our default, our negative thoughts to run our lives because we're running a lot of the time, unless we've done some work on changing our mindset, we are running with negative affirmations rather than positive affirmations. So think about the messages that are part of your regular self-talk. Do you have kind, positive, encouraging self-talk, or does your inner critic, that mind monkey, that negative Nelly, dominate you with harsh words of criticism? Now, many of our messages that we have will have been seeded in our unconscious mind during our childhood. Where you were encouraged and supported to, give it your best shot, were you told you can be as successful as you want to be, and maybe that wasn't true for you. Maybe on the other hand, you were told that you were lazy or no good. Now, those messages are still affecting your current mindset, whether that was about money or any of the other areas in your life. And when it comes to money, a lot of the things that we picked up, those messages that were seeded during our childhood, didn't come from things that were directly told to us. They come from things that we've overheard, situations that we've seen playing out, and we've filled in the gap and planted those seeds, which are then often very negative or can be very negative. So whether you've got a positive or a negative script running through your mind, those thoughts and beliefs shape your reality. Now, it's fair to say that most of us have some negative and some positive. We're not all negative or all positive. That's just the way things are. We want, though, of course, if we want to change our mindset for the better, if we want to improve it, upgrade it, then we need to concentrate on having more positive scripts running rather than the negative ones. Those negative thoughts, when we do have them running, they are feeding our self-doubt and discourage us from trying to reach our full potential. So in terms of money, that's when we're trying to reach financial freedom, become a financial success, it's going to put blocks on and stop us and keep us playing it small. If you believe that you're not worthy of being financially successful, then you know what? Your mind is going to find ways to prove that you're right and to keep showing you that you're right. If you believe that you're no good at giving presentations, for example, in your business, then you're not going to feel confident in being able to do so and being able to show the true you. So it doesn't matter in what area we have these thoughts; they do attack our self-doubt and are, constantly discouraging us from moving forward. The good news is, though, that you can change your self-talk by choosing to use positive affirmations to rewire your mind to have a positive mindset, a positive money mindset. And the process is pretty straightforward if you stick to some basic rules. Now, for those that have listened to me before, well, you'll know that I love a little bit of a process, a little set of rules to play by. That's just the way my mind works. And I'm going to share with you just 3 little basics that you should have when you're using affirmations. Number 1 is to always use the present tense. Your mind reacts in the moment, so make that moment as positive as you can be. I will is, it's in the future. I am is in the present. So that's what we're looking for. And you'll probably see that with a lot of affirmations that you've seen on social media. They start off with I'm what I am, because that's in the present tense. I will is no good because you can always say that you will do something. And that can always be true because it's something that's going to happen in the future. You know what? Tomorrow never comes. It's always about today. Number 2 is to keep it positive and simple. So saying short positive phrases is much more effective than something that's long-winded. You're not going to keep being able to repeat to yourself. You might not remember correctly, and we certainly don't want anything negative. So something like I mustn't get upset is negative. If we were to turn that to positive, it's I am calm. There's a difference. I am calm is so much more powerful. And you know what? That's one that I use a lot because for a lot of my clients, they get pretty anxious when it comes to dealing with their finances. So I am calm, and then we add on when dealing with my finances, or I am calm when dealing with money. So you can extend it out beyond a little bit beyond I am calm, but I mustn't get irritated at having to do my finances. Is one that's not going to be very helpful. It's not positive, and we need it to be positive. So you get what I mean there, keeping it positive and simple. Number 3 is to use repetition. If you repeat your affirmations regularly and consistently, you will strengthen those neural pathways in your mind. And our habitual patterns of thought and beliefs will then become more positive, or your patterns of thoughts and beliefs will become more positive. So try to repeat those chosen affirmations 3 times a day for at least 5 minutes. So simple process there then for you to be able to easily carry out. And you know what? You have the power to then choose your life experience. We always have that power to choose our life experience. Whatever you tell yourself affirms that you want to have more of it in your life. So if you're angry or resentful, you're setting yourself up for more of that in your life. If you're confident and hopeful in relation to any areas, but maybe in areas to do with your business or achieving financial success, if you expect those things to go well, then that's precisely what will happen. You'll get customers coming to you, you'll get money flowing into you, and you will become that financial success that you desire at whatever level you're working towards. Because we always have that choice to feel good and positive. And we know that when we get up in the morning, if we get up and we just think, oh no, it's going to be a horrible day, I don't feel like doing much, then you know what happens? You'll not get much done and it'll feel like a horrible day. But if we can just have that quick switch in our way of thinking, so it's about feeling good and positive, then we can go out and we can conquer the world for that day. And using conscious affirmations is a great way to start making those changes. We use them in terms of wealth and our money-making activities just to remind us of what is possible, particularly as we start our day if we are working for ourselves. So when I say do affirmations 3 times a day, do them before you start work, in the lunch break, and then when you've finished and are ready to wind down. It's good times to be doing those. So if you've not used them before, I hope that you give positive affirmations a go. Start to write some yourself, or go on social media and find some that seem relevant to you in areas that you know you need to improve, and then just see what happens. But if you would like more information on using wealth affirmations or my tips on affirmations, then I do have a free download for you. And I have things like wealth affirmation journal and a wealth affirmation cards if you want to explore those areas further. So that's it for today, and I'll hopefully catch you again real soon. Till next time.